above all the beauty, above all the pretty faces. A real man want a woman who follow the Most High, because he know that is the kind of woman who's going to bring him joy. That's the kind of woman who's going to raise his children the right way. That's the kind of woman who's going to bring him peace and encourage him when he's down. That's the kind of woman he can count on to keep him healthy. A woman who follows the Most High. So the first step of developing in motherhood is you must know the Most High. You must study the scriptures. You must read to understand your purpose and what your job is as a woman to a man. Again, this microwave society made our women believe that they don't need a man. But yet, you look at what you're doing. You need a school. Why do you take your children to daycare? Why do you depend on WIC? Why do you want public assistance? Why would one of our women need that? Why? Because you don't have a husband. You don't have a husband. That's why you're going there. But what would happen if you humbled yourself, prepared yourself to be a wife? You'll attract the right man. You'll attract a man of truth who will respect you for who you are. You see, there's nothing wrong with being pretty. There's nothing wrong with being attractive. But sister, let me break it down for you. Beauty is vain. Beauty is vain. Sister, listen to me. Beauty is vain. You want me to get real fucking raw with you? Let me tell you something, sister. You could be the finest woman on earth. The finest. After a man fuck you and bust his nut, you're not really that special anymore. Sad to bring news to you, but I'm just trying to share the truth. All of you brothers, you already done know what I'm talking about. That one sister, you hunting her down, going crazy, running her down all the time, going crazy. She's so fine, she's so fine. You finally got with her, finally had sex. And then you told yourself, why the fuck was I even chasing this woman down? She ain't shit. You just learned everything you need to learn about her. You learned she have poor hygiene. You learned she don't know how to fuck. You learned that her house is dirty. You learned she got...
What happened?
What's up, Auntie? No, I'm all right. I got it. Okay. She got the phone with her.
Attitude, you learn. All of this you learn after you experience her. You see that? And now you're not all that excited. She might be pretty. She might be fine. But you're not as excited as you once was, because beauty is vain. A lot of women don't understand beauty. They think beauty is about showing off. Let me show what I got. Let me shake what my mama gave me. Let me put it all out there. Let me show all the guys my ass. Let me go on the gram and bend over and let me put it all out there so these men can lust and like my photos and give me all this attention. Woman, all of those guys, all they want to do is fuck you. That's it. None of them want to take care of you because they don't know you. The only thing they know is that you get their dick hard and they get horny every time they see you. Is that what you want? Or do you want a righteous man who's going to take care of you and provide and school you on a lot of things and educate you and prepare you and make you meet for the master's use? Because a man don't want a thought. A lot of these brothers don't want thoughts. They don't want that. I'm not impressed. Listen, I don't care how fine a lady look. I'm not impressed. I want to know who she is, what she is really like, because it's going to determine how she function around me, because I'm a productive guy. I'm very productive and I'm serious about life and I have vision and I have a purpose. And if a woman don't have that mentality, how the fuck could she even be around me? And there's a lot of you brothers out there, you know what I'm talking about. You work very hard. You built yourself up over the years. You established yourself as a man. You're working out. You're looking good. You know what I mean? But when you look around and you're trying to find a sister, you're like, damn, where the fuck are the decent women? They all on the gram shaking their ass. Like, really? You want respect, woman, but yet you don't respect yourself. How the fuck could a nigga respect you? Look at what you're doing. Take accountability for your actions. I know a lot of sisters who are on the gram 24 hours a day, but they're not educating their children. They on the gram all day, but they're not food shopping for their children. They on the gram all the time, but they spend no time with their kids. Now you're learning that you need to spend time with your kids. Because now that COVID-19 is out there, you're going through the motions. Because you got to get up in the morning and you got to educate them, and the teachers are requiring you to finish said work at a certain time. And you're rushing and you're frustrated because you need help. Well, practice polygyny. I don't want no woman around me. I ain't sharing no woman. I ain't sharing no man with no other woman. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not sharing no man with no other woman. Really? You're not sharing no man with no other woman? Let me ask you a question. Are you a virgin? No, I'm not no virgin, but... Woman, if you're not a virgin, right? How many men you been with? Why you gotta ask me how many men I've been with? I'm trying to find out where you are. What's your body count? What do you mean by my body count? I don't gotta tell you all that. I don't gotta tell you nothing. That's none of your business. Woman, listen. I'm trying to understand where you are, because you said you won't share your man with no other woman under polygyny. So I'm trying to find out where you are and where you've been. Could you please be responsible and act like an adult? I'm a grown man. I'm trying to find out where your mind is at. Could you please answer the question? How many men you slept with? Well, okay. You know, when I was in junior high, I had, 10 guys when I was in junior high, 20 guys when I was in high school. And then when I went to college, I just totally forgot. How's that? Well, man, it seems like your vagina been shared with a lot of people. So, under those circumstances, if you shared your vagina with all those different men, right? Logically speaking, and please be fair, you shared your vagina with all of those different guys, right? Do you think it's fair that a man is supposed to commit to you and only you for the rest of his life when your vagina was shared with so many different men? Is that fair? You see, brothers, when you bring a woman to the table and tell her that her back is against the wall, she got no answer. The truth of the matter is, as a man, you're supposed to practice polygyny, because that is the formula by which the Most High created all of us. You see, when we study Jacob, he had 2 wives and 2 concubines, which equal 4 wives. Through the 4 women he had came forth the 12 tribes of Israel. If it wasn't for polygyny, there would be no 12 tribes of Israel. So for anyone who says, the Bible is against polygyny, that's a sin. A man is supposed to only have 1 wife. Because in the book of the Bible, it says that a bishop must be the husband of 1 wife. That's what it says, Ringo, so I don't want to hear you talk about polygyny no more. That's not what the Bible says. You need to understand what the book said, and I'm going to break it down. A bishop is pretty much an office. It's a position. And the writer is given his own opinion and suggestion that if one want the office of a bishop, he must be blameless, the husband of 1 wife. Why would he suggest 1 wife if we're living in a time and day where everybody had 1 wife? You see, in that time during the scriptures, every man practiced polygyny. But being that a man wanted the office of a bishop, it required a lot of his time. which mean he's in the field. He's working a lot. He's doing a lot of things for the church. Therefore, having multiple wives, in the opinion of the writer, wouldn't be sufficient. That is why he recommended him having one wife. That was not a commandment from the Most High. For the Most High changed not. So why would he let Jacob have 4 wives and then tell men in today's day, oh no, bro, you got to only have one? And think about this, brother. These women want you to believe that you're supposed to only have one wife, right? But why is it that every time you see a fine sister, it seems like something goes off in you and you feel like, damn, I need her in my life? You know why? Because it's natural for you to practice polygyny, but it's unnatural for a woman to sleep around with multiple men. You see, a woman has a vagina. That vagina is pretty much likened to a hard drive. As a man, when you ejaculate in a woman, you release your DNA, your sperm. And what happens is that sperm is likened to software that enters a computer hard drive. Once you paint that hard drive with your software, that hard drive pretty much is occupied with your spirit, with your data. When a woman pretty much sleeps around with multiple men and allow all these men to ejaculate in her through various sources on her body, she pretty much fragmentate her entire body, and the system crashes because it don't know what to do. The operating system is just malfunctioning because it's too much data in there. It's too much information. She don't know who to serve. And this is why we have such a problem today with women bonding to a certain man, because she has